Hello and welcome to the Wolfchase Toyota Insider on the Memphis Tiger Network. I'm Jeff Private alongside Melissa McFerrin, and today we talk about signees. And Coach, you're going to have a fairly sizable group coming in as a whole, as a class. How do you feel about them, and does this address the needs you need for this specific year?
We knew this was going to be a big class. We knew that we had needs to fill. We've had two straight recruiting classes, our freshmen and sophomores, that were ranked number 3 in the American, so we know we've got good young talent. We really wanted to follow that up. This addresses nearly every need that we have besides a big 3, and it's a class we're really excited about. This may be the best class that we've brought to Memphis to date, and it's going to be a class that we're going to know a lot in the future.
Coach, for the second time in your tenure here in Memphis, you're going to go over to Cameroon. The last player you got out of there, 3-time All-Defensive Player, Defensive Player of the Year, Ramza Slanlak, and she kind of had a connection, knew this player, Dulcie, coming in. If you get a thumbs up from AQ, she must be pretty solid.
Absolutely, and Ramza has played with her on the Cameroon national team, so she has definitely given her the thumbs up. I'm going to butcher her name, but we call her Dulcie Fankam Mindaju, and Dulcie is 6'3". I liken her to, she could be Dwight Howard's younger sister. I mean, that's going to be the kind of body that she brings to us. She's 6'3". She's a shot blocker. She's a rebounder. She's an incredibly gifted athlete that's going to be able to run the floor and defend. Her offensive game is still developing, but this is a player that we haven't seen a player like this on our floor in a long time. I'm really excited. She's at junior college at Walter State right now. We weren't able to get her in the country soon enough to enroll at Memphis. But I'm really curious to see how her offensive game comes around. But I know we have an energy bunny and a defensive stopper.
Sounds a lot like AQ, so
Absolutely.
We'll see how she turns out. Your next player is going to be Madison Griggs.
Madison Griggs, probably a top 75 player in the country out of Houston High School. Elite shooter. She's a 5'7", 5'8" guard that's got a good motor defensively, pretty gifted passer as well. But the thing you're going to know about Madison Griggs is she's standing at the three-point line with her hands ready, and she shot about 43% from the three-point line last year. She's going to fill an immediate need for us, somebody that can stretch defense.
Well, recently the media reports are out, and one thing that made people's ears stand up locally, again with some local recruits, were the Williams sisters.
Absolutely. And I'll start with Lanice. She spent the year out last year with a knee repair, so she's getting back into her senior year. Lanice is going to be wonderful, energy, vocal. We're going to need her to be our energy bunny. Mm-hmm. She's going to need to go to the offensive glass. She's going to be a defender, great teammate, and also one of the greatest communicators that you'll see on the floor.
And, of course, her sister as well.
Lynetta has been ranked as high as 35 or 36 in the country, 6'3". I don't know if she's going to be a 3-player or a 4-player. She's probably going to start as a face-up 4. Just a really gifted shot blocker again. Can get the rebound and take it coast to coast. You're going to see a big kid that can handle the ball and start the break. On the low block, she's going to be kind of a jump hook type of player, but you're not going to see her play on the block that often. She's trying to stretch her game to the three-point line. It may not be quite there yet, but she's working on it. But you're going to see her rip drive from the high post a lot, or even from the perimeter. She comes from a basketball family. Her dad played at DePaul, yeah. And again, I've got to say this about Madison and both Lanice and Lynetta. These kids were very excited about making their mark at the University of Memphis. And for us to get local kids that are nationally ranked like that, it says a lot about them wanting to be at Memphis.
Well, we hear so much about the men's program, kind of building that fence and using Memphis players. It's great now the women's program starting to get more and more of the local kids that are really invested in Memphis.
Absolutely. And that is huge. And I think that started back with Taylor Barnes. And, you know, we finished second to a lot of really high-level kids here at the University of Memphis. I think the talk of our new facility, Dr. Red being openly talking about the renovation of the field house. That has been huge for these kids because they want to see that the university has a commitment to the women's basketball program. And I think that was one of the final factors that they were looking for.
Coach, one more, Ariel Wilson. This is one that's always a nice, I don't know if surprise the word, but you get one late that ends up committing, and Ariel's supposed to be a very special player.
Just got this commitment in the last few days. And Ariel Wilson is in the top 6 players out of Canada, probably the top point guard out of Canada. She's played internationally for Team Canada as a U16 and a U17. She's on track to be on the 2020 Olympic team. She's still got some work to do, but she's in the pool and is going to be a long-term player for Team Canada. She's a point guard, and she is a elite level thinker. She's a deep three-point shooter. She's a player that can run a basketball team and knows how to analyze the game from the point guard. I liken her to Ariel Hearn only because she thinks at an elite level like that, and she's an elite competitor. And that was kind of the final piece that we needed with this class to really feel like going forward. We had a group of kids that could grow together with those previous 2 recruiting classes. And you're gonna like seeing Ariel Wilson run this basketball team into the future.
Sounds like you got a good group of 5 here playing together and meshing with. It looks like the future's going to be exciting.
The future's great. It's a class that's already ranked in the top 40 without Dulcie and Ariel. So there's a likelihood that we could have a top 25 recruiting class to go along with the last 2 classes. And it's going to be a really exciting time. We're going to enjoy watching these kids going forward in the field house.
All right, Coach, thanks a lot. We appreciate it.
Thanks, Jeff.
Head coach Melissa McFerrin, I'm Jeff Brightwell with the Wolfchase Toyota Insider on the Memphis Tiger Network.